Hi, this is your professor, Ann Babson. I didn't get a chance to talk to you about this because we had a class canceled this week, and I was going to devote a class period to discussing this with you. But I am warning you in advance right now that you are in need of getting ready for an exam, your first exam, which will be our first class next week. You need to read an article and print it out and bring it in called Women's Brains. You should look through it and notice what it's talking about. Make sure you understand every single word. Use a dictionary or dictionary.com. Outline key details with it. Just make a highlight of some kind. Bring the hard copy with you to the exam. Bring a blue book with you to the exam. Bring also your little brown handbook. What you need to do in order to pass the test is to be prepared to answer an essay question and refer to and cite the article about women's brains by Stephen Jay Gould. There is a term that I would have you know for this exam. It's called confirmation bias. Confirmation bias is a term that is used to describe when somebody only believes what they already that a news report or a scientific study or something like that already confirms what they already think is true, so that they are resistant to learning new information that may contradict what they think they already know to be true. We all do it to some degree. This article discusses confirmation bias in research. What you see over there is my dog's ear. He's scratching himself on this couch. He's here for moral support. Confirmation bias is present in the article, and confirmation bias happens when people are doing other kinds of library research. Here, if he's going to get in the screen, I might as well show him to you. Hello, this is Cruiser. He looks like, oh, did I just get busted for something? He did not get busted for something. He's my friend. In any case, we were talking about confirmation bias. You want to be able to discuss what lessons someone could learn from the problems in the research that Stephen Jay Gould talks about in his article. And how perhaps someone could avoid such pitfalls in his or her own research and in his or her own writing. You will want to cite the text in MLA parenthetical in-text citation style. Therefore, bring your little brown handbook and figure out how to do that with an article without page numbers, which has an identifiable author. How would you do a parenthetical in-text citation of it? You will want to write an outline. I mean that. You will want to write an outline. You will want a thesis that directly answers the question you were asked. And you will want to prove your points with evidence from the text by Mr. Gould. And you'll want to consider the problem thoroughly as you respond. Make sure that there is evidence in all the first and last paragraphs that you write. Write a summary at the end that states your thesis and outlines the main points of what you are writing. I wanted to make very sure indeed that you knew to do this. I prefer you write in pen. MLA formatting for this exam would mean that you would write a header like you would on a paper. You will give the essay a title, and you will skip lines as you write the main body of the essay. That's the gist of it, but I absolutely wanted to make sure that you had a few words from me on this subject. I am going to end this chat with you and email this to all of you so that you are aware that you have an exam the class of the week. Do not miss it. Ready for it. The good news is you bring the text in and you write a coherent argument for why you see what you see and